If I want to be more convincing in my hunger strike, cheating is a little bit awkward, right? Like, I have to establish rules of what allows me to eat food, because, like, I'm still struggling with that shit, okay? I only have enough energy to do things, but not go outside. And not fucking even sleep sometimes. But just even, like, small bites somehow carry me throughout the day. Not a lot of complaints on that one. Making me feel like, what if I just eat $1 a day? Just $1 of food. This would be a lot of food, by the way. This is like four whole breads you can buy for $1, technically. You can buy plenty of potatoes or other vegetables for $1. But technically, you can only buy 4 apples. But you can buy an entire bag. It's probably still going to be 4. But still $1. I mean, seems fair to me. Again, when I say dollar, I mean euro, but there's no other way to fucking convey to people this information. So if my mom purchases $13 of food, I can only eat, 1/13 of that. I can calculate. If we calculating calories through, dollar amounts, I mean, that's pretty cool. That means bread is fairly cheap, especially spoiled bread that is turning hard as a rock. Fucking $1 of food is still astronomical size. I'll tell you that. If you're smart, you know how to squeeze the value. But it's actually pretty difficult when it comes to, like, flavors. Buying flavors, like, even buying beans is, you only get half a can a day, right? And then we can have a jar of good things happening. We can hide good and evil because it's pointless. It's not moving anywhere. This whole concept is just people are actually becoming more evil and good. Either way, they don't understand the concept of purge. So I can have a jar of pennies. A jar of nice things happening because they're somewhat small and insignificant, but if you can put them together up to 100, you can do the Mario get a life type of thing. So that would be fun. And I'll put 1 cent into the jar simply because I created it. It's cool. It's a cool concept. We can make today rules more vivid and interesting. We can reset a little bit a few things. So let's see. Today's going to be that $1 thing and see how big of a meal that looks like. I'll try and even make a picture of that. Yeah, $1 challenge, you kind of, anyone can do it, basically. Anyone can understand the rules, because just starving yourself is kind of like cutting yourself into pieces. You never quite know when to stop, and you don't understand how to explain it to other people. So money can help us with that, with the value of things, and how smart we are is going to determine what we can squeeze in that $1. I'll, for now, give arbitrary values to things, which might be very expensive. If 3, and there's 6 of them in the pack, maybe 7, I need to check. But if there's 6, and 3, and I eat a half, that means there's 12 in the pack. If it costs $3, then 4 of them cost 4 pieces. Cost $1. So if I'm eating 1 piece a day, I'm already losing 125. Does that make sense? All right. And I can have $1 of food every single day. Put it here, and we burned almost. I mean, I'll give a pancake that my mom makes, what, 8 cents? So I almost ate a whole thing. And if it's 25 cents for the really spicy meal, really cool pancake with meat and stuff. Oh. For now, I just ate 10 cents of it, and maybe I will stop. Here you go. I've seen a whole chunk of cheese is actually $1.3. A whole chunk. It's crazy. So a small piece of cheese is probably 1/20. So even cheese would just cost me a small slice of cheese, small piece, would cost me 6 cents. This is interesting. I'm also drinking, of course, and soup costs its own things, but let's see, a cup of soup is like 3 cents. It's not a fucking big deal, and water is 0. I'm not gonna count water. We're only counting food. So I need a little bit of shit, a little particles, and I have to respect it and fucking eat it, whatever. So 3 points for each soup. And I might actually have Toasties meal, which there's like 20 piece of in bread that cost like fucking 30 cents. So 1.5 per slice technically, but I'll call it 3 cents. This is the emergency food, but I will last longer this way. Because it's not tasty, it's just fucking bread, bro. It's boring. Since I don't have to eat the apple juice, I don't have to eat the apples of the apple juice. My mom just fucking makes it for me. I'll make it 2 cents. And I'm drinking it right now. She's making batches of that, which does symbolize some care. That's pretty cool. I have to remind you guys that successfully. So yeah, give me $1 a day and I still won't die. It's impossible, man. I just took two pieces of bread. And it's the biggest meal of those 2 weeks. You're not gonna find me eating bigger than that. I mean, I ate a lot of chips. Alright? That was the biggest meal so far. I'm just eating a whole bowl of chips. But now 2 pieces of bread seems like even bigger than that. And yeah, chips was very expensive shit, so might as well treat it that way, I guess. What? Oh, interesting. The biggest meal ever, and I still have shit left over. If we're doing just $1 challenge. If we did $1 in Canada challenge, then I would be already dead. Just looking at prices would fucking give me a heart attack. Yeah, I'll take that Mr. Beast challenge. Survive with $1 for 100 days. I'll take that. Easy. But to prepare for the challenge, you have to have a lot of fats. Otherwise, it's a tough one. It's not default one where you just survive by default. I've already lost like a lot of fucking stuff that I can't weigh. But I can weigh the pencil test. And it looks pretty accurate at 3.4, as always. So my force is not changing. Whether I have more muscle or less muscle, this doesn't fucking matter. More energy, less energy. Okay, so even though I was planning to do TikTok versus Shorts, we still have to finish this thing right here. You know what makes $1 a day so fucking easy? Because, again, eats 10 times less right now. But I use $5 a day back in the day, or maybe $6 at most. That's what I would eat. So that would be 5 times or just 6 times less, not 10 times. Also, finding people who talk about, you know, how we're not gonna like look at you if you're stealing stuff. It's like, we're not reporting you, we're not standing in your way. Do your thing. You are allowed by the citizens to do whatever you want, because we live under suppression. Like, this sort of messaging is now coming across TikTok and encouraging people to steal. It's kind of weird. You know what? I was thinking, and we need to unite all of these into a team, because it works. There's earth, fire, water, and wind to make Fantastic Four, because I still don't have one, but now I do. Because this girl team, I have no faith in it. It's just like random girls. But they're powerful enough to kind of impress and have their own team. So I'm making them out of scraps. Or this team out of scraps on my leaderboard. She's gonna rise to a certain level. Sabrina doesn't have a team. Super Pink is already a team, but it's kind of weird. Because it all belongs to Rose anyways. And Pokemon remains a very weird influence that I don't know where to put either. Because I don't follow Twitch streamers. But she has so much influence in that area that, like, shit, might as well put you somewhere. So, here we are. And to celebrate, we have to pull them into 3,000 and 8,000, respectively. I ate a little bit of yogurt and a little bit of pancake. I'll just call it a meat cake, but I touched the pancake and I got a new cup of apple juice. I gave the notebook to my mom and she's actually using it. And that's... I mean, that's something. Thank you very much. Alright, let's fucking go. Let's do the Mr. Beast thing. Oh yeah, I still want to do this first. This shouldn't take that much time. Check up on the girlies. What a bunch of losers. They don't know about Amazon houses, bro. They can definitely afford one. Now, obviously, they're just camping. Now they're gonna do a bunch of random stuff until they get progress. Ugh. Shit, every time I see the ramen thing, it's so cringe. Probably not the cheap kinds, but still, it's always cringe. It's always expensive kinds, is what it is. You can buy anything else but noodles or spaghetti things. Like, that's disgusting shit to handle. One big thing, not that I'm talking about expensive foods, I won't be able to afford chips no more on that $1 thing. Nah. Candy chips, that shit's expensive. Okay, some candy's not expensive, but cheap, hands down. Like, I can't eat a bag of chips anymore in a day. That shit's $3. I can actually take a picture of food and sort of give a visual representation, but I don't know. It's too much play. Like, I can do this. Slowly eat it. It's kind of funny, right? Wow, what a wonderful promotion of this awesome game. That lags like hell. YouTube is a game and it sucks balls.
Wow. You look like Master Chef.
Well, impressive that they can do this much in camping. There's one problem though. Don't fucking tease me.
Ooh. Look at this. Is this not the...
No! No looking! It's a fucking cookie thing, and no one likes your cookies. Never in my life I had someone so fucking cringe that I don't want to interact with. But I still kinda have to. We'll see. Okay, going this far into the leaderboard is pretty crazy. Almost up 100 still. Nah, I'm not into it.
Really bad.
What the fuck? She's getting tortured 2 times in a row, bro. Wow. Okay, I don't want to see this then. It's fucking ridiculous. This is the only last thing I have left, right? Yeah, so the most things are no longer on a clock. I don't have to force interactions with people, and they don't want it. And it's like, fuck you, basically. And again, this is more clear, this is more straightforward. $1, technically 50 cents is possible, but it would still put me in a miserable spot. So, I don't know. We're gonna settle with this shit. It still feels like quite significant cheating on what is promised here. But I need that to reach a final boss fight, at least. The thing that makes my life significantly more miserable than it should be. Oopsie doops, you gotta cut it in half, because, new way of evaluating things, and Sabrina is now still far away from 8,000. Can Olivia save Sabrina? Not entirely. What will happen if I not eat all the food? Well, I put half of the coins in the jar. Half of it carries over. Well, I guess Sabrina not gonna celebrate anything. Eat that. Cut that in half, too. Well, I basically finished my meals for the day. I still evaluate soup at 4, I think. And a little toast, little piece of bread as 3. Pancake is still the same at 8 cents. And I haven't actually gotten choices until my mom goes to shopping, basically. Something has been replaying in my head, and I'm not sure if I even wrote it down. Really? Because that was a very powerful idea. Sympathy for those who have nothing to do and respect for those who work hard. That's a very cool thing to understand. Bill Burr mentioned that he has no sympathy for people who don't work hard, which is wrong, because sympathy is relatability, is ability to spend time with someone, and you can spend time easiest with people who have nothing better to do, who have nothing to do. Those people deserve sympathy, you know, people you find in the street just wandering around, you know. You can talk to them, you can interact with them, that's pretty cool. Sympathy for not NPCs, who are always busy and God knows what they're doing. And respect for hard workers is pretty obvious. You know, just like, thank you for your service type of moment. Respect does not mean you have to tip them, but giving compliments is a pretty strong thing. And Bill Burr does not like compliments, but who cares about the guy? He just kind of shoved an interesting idea how you have to treat other people. And obviously children don't deserve respect because they don't work hard, at least not for you. At least not publicly. So you can mistreat a child if you don't like him. If they step on your toes, bro. If they piss you off. I'll tell you that much. That helps. That mindset really fucking helps. Oh, there's nothing you can do about children, yeah. Yeah, I think I can do a lot of things. I can disrespect as much as I want. Because they have to show hard work, and it's going to be hard for them to do that. It's going to be hard for them to even understand what that concept is about. Besides shutting up and, you know, putting their heads down. Because if they want to, like, match power levels and disrespect me, because the only way to disrespect is through hard work. You have to, like, come up with insults and come up with ways to annoy me and all that shit. And it's, I mean, it's just not gonna pay off, because that's not actually work, that's just nuisance in the end. But, you know, I'm constantly just waiting to get respect from people. It would be fucking nice. Celebrities can display hard work of hundreds of people and all that shit. But you don't get to interact with that. It's pointless. I sit here and technically what I do is hard work because I don't even have a social life to prove that I'm wasting time. Like, what are you talking about? You're not gonna find a more hardworking person. So not receiving respect and not being able to use it in any way, not getting resources, that's a load of evil. The only fucking person that kind of has to respect me is my mom. And the system automatically respects me because fucking gives me money. Magical fucking money. Out of God knows where. You know, out of the secret label. The secret society label of, like, we're mentally ill, but, like, we're hidden and protected from the actually mentally ill and abusive people who are just trying to get by every day. And they're struggling, and they're the victims. Yeah. At least there is some safe haven, but even my doctor doesn't understand how cool it is for me to have that safe haven. Even that fucking lizard man wants to take that away from me. Anyways, let's continue doing the beast thing. And I know what kind of video to click on next. Because this is a very unusual one. But I already feel very tired, and even food does not give me energy. Maybe because I don't eat sugary foods right now? I don't know.
If you thought 2019...
That was pretty interesting. I'm not gonna lie. Just Mr. Beast rewinds his own. Probably better than YouTube rewinds, Mr. Beast style.
20 million.
Why the fuck? This is the shittiest thumbnail ever, bro. Please watch. Oh my god. I did not know what I was clicking on, bro. I have to show it, because they do Fruit Ninja with bananas and katanas, bro. What? That even rhymes. Holy shit, that's cool.
Banana? Go ahead and throw your banana.
Bruh. Bruh. That was a good fucking evaluation, bro. We're back on track. We have fucking busted all of the previous ones up to current year. That is impressive. Even this one, it felt kind of weak at the start, and I'm like, shit, this is still a lot in one video of giving away things. Like, God knows how many fucking things. And also making me think about, like, if you want to give away things, you can do things worldwide. Again, just need to establish payment system, and oh, oops, that's very difficult. But again, cryptocurrency went fairly close. at establishing that. It just needs some finishing touches of adopting cryptocurrency and being able to exchange that into real money. Oh, now that's a problem, right? But maybe there is a way, you know. Websites can do crazy things these days. And if people participate and consent to certain things, then we can actually find a way to exchange it. Maybe into services that people need, that people pay money for. I think what could happen is crypto could have an interest rate, meaning that holding cryptocurrency would yield some kind of, you know, income, simply because you hold it, simply because you are more interested in cryptocurrency than money, which is very unstable to be interested that way, but that's what interest rate is. I figure. Very interesting stuff. Now, I'm not sure if it should be passive income or transactions, how many transactions you make. It can turn into a hot potato, and trying to get rid of like cryptocurrency could be fucking weird. But yeah, knowing all these little things, yeah, so maybe interest rate is you hold 3 points of cryptocurrency, and then you give someone those 3 points, and they will start holding a little bit more. Out of nowhere, they get free stuff from the internet. You must understand, like, internet points, right? Like Doge coins, bro. And because you're interested in holding those internet points yourself, you're more interested than another person is willing to sell those points, you should get the interest rate, but it would mean something completely different. And just holding coins and not actually spending and making transactions, I don't know if that should yield anything, but I don't know. The reason why I'm talking about internet currency is, again, Mr. Beast can reach and interact with people directly by offering challenges to everyone, and they just fucking, you know, can easily pay as well with that internet currency. Now, how you exchange it to real fucking currency, that's a whole nother fucking problem to solve. Bitcoin, again, only made sure that everything is secured. And it's not that impressive, to be honest. The security. So everything is anonymous, basically. Does that make it secure? Well, apparently not, because scams run all over the place with cryptocurrency. So not secure. Not correct. Not the correct answer. I think in order to make proper cryptocurrency, you need to just mimic money the way it is. That's it. Shouldn't be that fucking hard. If we can create realism in video games and all that shit, and we just create an anti-cheat system where, like, we double check if money actually went from this to that, we double check everything. Like, it's not that difficult. You build a couple supercomputers. Like, we have YouTube that tracks of views and subscriber views, all these numbers, bro, is being tracked. And of course, you can hack into it, but why nobody doing it right now? You see? But decentralized is better. Well, you can't expect updates. You can't expect much from Bitcoin. You can't expect spreading and adoption when it's not even interesting, basically. Man, I've been through a lot. I've been looking at, okay, watch YouTube videos for cryptocurrency, play games for crypto, play to win. I mean, play to get paid or whatever. But still, RuneScape was not defeated. And this is why I'm like, shit, like, we already have a currency right there. RuneScape currency, fucking super simple. And even though it's centralized, it's very fair. Like, no one's gonna fucking take your shit unless you're hacking. The only thing you need to know how to secure is now the passwords and ownership. The vault system, basically. What makes RuneScape so appealing is that it's sort of simple for anyone that can enter and play the fucking game. And if you want more complexity, just keep leveling up. Keep trying to level up different skills. You will find there's complexity immediately. Just the game itself is not simple because it's trying to mimic reality. None of that fucking shit works ever. But, you know, it spreads out like wildfire in that case. But at the same time, it requires, like, too much graphical input, to say the least. Something like Tetris does not require graphical input. And still could be simple, if you simplify it. And people would play anything if it gives dollars. Anything, I swear, bro. Which is like, why is it not happening? Why are there no, like, super game openings of, like, even simple games? You create a simple game and just, like, invest $10,000 and, bro, now everyone is playing it because they want to get a piece of that pie. It's just amazing. It's an amazing way to open the game. To introduce it to the market. Of, like, I have so much confidence this game is going to be played. I'm gonna give you $10,000 spread out. That's a Mr. Beast type of game right there. I would sign up, sure. Because I'll just check it out. If it's not a boring game, that's cool. Participating, like, gaming in general, again, is the most social experience. As I've explained, right? Like, Minecraft is more social than social media could ever be. Because it has to be an interactive experience first, and then social experience second. If you really want to find friends, you'll be able to do it. You know, it's just fascinating to me. So yeah, if I had money, it would be pretty interesting. I mean, I can blow $1,000 for a game, but I still have to, like, publish. I have to come up with a lot of shit. But free money for people would potentially land me a little bit of attention here. If I design the game properly, thoughtfully, this might be one of the coolest moves to make. But it's also the question of how do you promote things like that? Because this shit is important and a lot of people would care. But what do you have to do to promote something like that? The giveaway, because this shit is happening all over the place. Giveaway, you don't trust people like that. It has to be established. It has to be on a special platform that does those things that reward you for playing games. Funny enough, there's microtransactions, but it only goes one way, so that fucking sucks. You won't get paid, micro-paid back. Transactions, it's kind of fucking weird to say that because it only goes one way. It's micro-transactions, pixel transactions, bro. You just throw money at the screen and it disappears and gives you pixels in return. That fucking sucks, man. That's probably the most, annoying thing about games. Like, they have to establish two-way transactions or you fucking suck. Like, you would get a cut of that, most importantly, and your games would be more successful, and RuneScape is fucking successful as hell, bro. It's still hellishly successful because it fucking forced to establish those two-way transactions. It forced itself. It has been around in the internet for long enough where people are actually making transactions in very convenient ways. But what if it was actually built that way? A two-way transaction. Like, why nobody fucking does that? Everyone has such egos that just doesn't happen. That pisses me off, actually. Because that's the next cryptocurrency. The cryptocurrency is the game that actually does that openly. Two-way transactions. I know there's some fucking games that maybe do that, but like, I have not heard of that in my face. You know, it wasn't slapped in my face. So that shit, when it slaps in my face, I'ma fucking go there and start my business, bro. I think I've downloaded something where you can, like, similar to the RuneScape, where you can sell on some web. It's bullshit, man. I hate that. I hate that I don't know. So I'm keeping my eyes peeled, because anyone who will offer to split $10,000 for playing a game, they will catch my eye immediately. It's just a no-brainer. I want to hear more about this shit. And somehow even TikTok stopped talking about it. Get paid for playing model was actually something I followed on TikTok, and it just kind of disappeared, evaporated. Which is like, what? We're not improving on this most important thing? We even invented Amazon houses. Let's fucking go with it. Get paid for activity on the internet. I know there's like, you can do surveys and all that stupid shady shit that collects your data, and it's just boring, man. You can do internet gigs. It's boring. By the way, I don't even need money. I just want to see this happen. You know, where rich people, rich and famous, get to give away things, get to make events, just make it rain, but real valuable things. I think in general, money is broken as fuck, and I'm willing to bend over and be like, sure, government, give me digital currency. I'll subscribe. Why the fuck not? I'll bend over, man. Because our digital currency doesn't fucking work. Maybe they can make a better one. I'm just saying. Because they're the last ones that approve everything. The government. If they disapprove, cryptocurrency is not going to fully function as intended. But if government approves and jumps on board, I mean, like, the possibilities are endless. The possibilities are Chinese, bro. Chinese amount of possibilities is crazy. It would have been a lot easier to hold on if I didn't sleep for 11 hours. Probably the craziest thing about rejection and why you should avoid any evil at all costs. Why you don't want to be rejected, because it fucking hurts. Why it hurts is because you know you'll have to do it to other people. You'll have to reject other people. The same way you were rejected at very least. But in a way, like, if women reject me, then I don't like going outside anymore. You know, like, that sort of thing happens. Mutual fucking rejection. You reject me on Tinder, I don't like using Tinder no more. It doesn't serve a purpose anymore. The purpose has been rejected. The purpose of even hanging around and having a chat, rejected, removed, no purpose. If women reject receiving messages, I'm not gonna try and fucking DM them anymore. Like, what's the point? I'm not a fucking scammer that's supposed to send 1,000 messages. You're not supposed to, like, if you're a fucking normal human being, you wouldn't do that, right? You failed. This is what it is. If approaching women is hard work, what the fuck's the point? Where's the pay? Where's the pay of that? Because I can get rejected afterwards, after doing all the hard work, and get rejected afterwards. If there's no rewards to it, I'm not interested. There's nothing to chase. I'm sorry, bro. And if women thinking that they're being chased, I mean, by who? Fucking goblins and witchers, basically? By people who don't have anything better to do? I mean, go get 'em, tiger. Of course you're being fucking chased because now you're weak. You showed so much fucking weakness. I'm like, now you're being just hunted down, not chased. You're just worthless. Because the more rejection you decide to do, like I only bounce back the rejection. I just use less things because they're less valuable. I just try to avoid evil. But whoever spreads evil, whoever decides to, take a stand and reject people, holy shit, these are fucking evil people, and it's very difficult. I don't know, like, what's going on in their heads, but you're just evil. You're pathetic. I don't care how much attention you get, you're just fucking pathetic. Because you want to remain rich and famous, and have all this attention for yourself. Like the man's fucking complaint of like, oh, you get 500 notifications, I get 0. Point whatever. Maybe once a year someone's gonna say happy birthday, if I'm lucky. And then the rejection accumulates, and then you have to deal with it. The fucking woman who's sat here, not sharing anything with anyone, will have to fucking suck it up. With the man that, like, has been rejected fucking forever and ever into pits of hell. Has been fucking exiled. Because you are not able to share properly. Maybe I'm not able to share my problems. Maybe. But it just doesn't kind of doesn't work that way. Like, it's very difficult to share problems. It's easy to share resources, not problems. It's easy to share solutions if people listen. If people don't need stuff, they're not going to take stuff. If they don't need solutions, they're not going to take solutions. But there's time for everything. Oh shit, we need to check Jack's films. Because this is brewing already. Is it every day? Or every 2 days? Every now and then. Now, at least she's back, bro. I want to see him cry. What happened here, though? Fucking hell. Yeah, the best thing you can do is avoid evil at all costs, because it's going to train you to be more evil yourself. And you will feel that once you get attention and fame, you can just keep all of it to yourself. Which is, nah. You gotta wait. You gotta be patient. I gotta be patient. I'm not sure how I will survive, though. It's fucking crazy, man. When is that fucking special time of the year, bro? When tables turn. And I get to act as a nice guy. Still, despite being fucking kicked in the balls every now and then. That's another thing you're not supposed to fucking give up, is your integrity. Of like, now that you get things, oh, what are you gonna do with that? Well, I'm gonna fucking share it with good people. Easy. And this didn't happen to me simply because, well, I'm new here. It's like no one fucking noticed. I'm in front lines, fighting for new technologies, new things. We're new here. So, of course, I didn't get good stuff. If I wasn't new, if I was running around and socializing, yeah, I would get good stuff. Easily. But I'm new here, so I have to explore uncharted territories, kind of alone, just in my ship, sailing through the internet. It's just what happened. And it's not out of the ordinary to come back into civilization with a title that nobody fucking knew was possible to get. Tiny pickle, 5 cents. Let's go. I'm actually finishing everything here almost. 3 cents left. Probably my mistake that I didn't actually say to girls what my greatest quality is. You'll never be bored. Life will be 10 times more exciting than anyone else's, despite not having resources. That's the upside and downside, explained It's fascinating, though. I love it. You gotta know what you're dealing with after all. And I should be able to push her, actually, in the end. And we're reached 100. Close one.
2 projects that
Okay, they want to do some cool stuff on YouTube. Whatever. Jack is a Nerd's 2 uploads. But Jack's films no uploads. And Jack's films, I would imagine, no uploads either. I even made a submission to his new fucking series. But if he's not going through videos and he doesn't care that much to lose money, what's the point? I want him to lose money, technically. I don't give a fuck. I want to take anything but more views, if possible. Alright, let's see what's up. Let's evaluate, because that's the most fun thing to do. Because we can't do Mr. Beast right now. I'll leave it for later. But this evaluation is pretty crazy. Pretty bizarre. Like, what? The old Mr. Beast is kicking some ass? Uh-huh. Okay, reset. Because it's a goddamn new day. I don't know why I woke up so early, but the medication wore off, so that's pretty nice. And I became a human killing machine. Absolutely. Waking up early and threatening society. With my mental illness, let's fucking go. It's so fucking stupid. Like, they don't even do a test of like, okay, now we unhook medication, see what happens. They can't do that. They can't afford that shit. Bullshit, basically. So fucking desperate to control things when things go bad. When things are somewhat mild and corrupted, like that. Not bad enough. Yeah, it's kind of very interesting. Only destructive viewpoints work at the moment. Like, you would want every creator to succeed on this platform, pretty much regardless what they do. Sniperwolf doesn't care to rip everyone off for the profits. If she's spending that much time on this platform, I mean, like, shit. If she can do something, if anyone watches, a fucking million of people now, no replacement, nothing, bro. It's just such a fucking fart. So hopefully Sniperwolf comes back and kicks Jackson's ass, because she's now direct competitor to him. And the way to kick ass is to prove that his content sucks balls.
What are you doing? Here's the deal. I can't say I invented the format of if I laugh, I lose, or you win, or whatever. As long as he's crediting creators, there's...
Yeah, as long as you're crediting creators, we're not gonna attack you with my army.
Gen Alpha's...
Pretty fascinating, because it's a very deep topic, right? Like, it actually matters what he's gonna say.
girlfriends. What would the great YouTuber hive mind be like? It sounds like hell. It sounds like a terrible community where you're trapped in a cloud and all anyone is spewing is just like video titles and thumbnail ideas. And they just keep saying, oh, 9 out of 10. Oh, 10 out of 10. And before we continue, please don't forget. Kind of like how birds migrate before a storm. They sense imminent danger. Oh, that's terrifying. That's a bit ominous. This implies that YouTube won't live forever, which, you know, in my bones, I know. I just never want to admit out loud. I think we all know that. I think deep down, we all know that YouTube cannot always be the sustainable thing for creators, right? It has been for so long. So this is fun. This is really fun.
That's the scariest one. Migration of the birds. Bruh, like, shut the fuck up. Sustainable for creators. Like, if big creators step aside you get to, you know, take more spotlight. What the fuck big deal is? And they established, YouTube established monetary incentives. So, nah, bro. No one gets hurt except me. Because no one still recognized me. And I have no way of fucking establishing right now.
Troom, you can't. Because they're Leos, and YouTube has been giving Scorpio energy recently. Thank.
Fuck, they're 100% correct, bro. Fire is turning into earth. My type. Bitch. Bitch, bend over.
Your turn. Soon enough, it'll be everyone else's. I don't know if I accept that we're in a simulation. There's too much cringe for this to be simulated, right?
I mean, it's whatever you want it to be. And at some point, it will not be whatever you want it to be. Because you'll get pee on your face every now and then.
Inside the Matrix.
Yeah, I mean, like, YouTubers get to create their own pathway, their own adventures and all that shit. But at some point, they have to sit down in the same classroom and learn some shit. Because new information has been, you know, accumulated. New thing to learn. If you want to be YouTuber level 2, you gotta fucking get through that barrier successfully.
Oh my gosh, when Neo finally sees the world for what it is, it's all troom. It's all troom.
Yeah. It sees new possibilities of the platform. Absolutely. I might just be Neo, you know. I'm new here. but I'm not happy.
I have no idea.
Yes. Most likely to click on this video now.
You need more hats.
Man. That's why YouTubers are leaving. You can fucking see that from a mile away. Because fucking people are degenerates nowadays. Just to get... I don't know what, bro. I don't know what you're trying to prove. This bisexual bullshit, man. Oh my god. These clown transformations. I mean, it's a clown that would not be invited to birthday parties. I'm just saying. The only entertaining part is how you're gonna get rid of your disguise, you know, identity that you're creating. How you're gonna kill it is the only interesting part of these people. Yeah, I mean, YouTubers doing the most obvious thing. They can't quite tolerate a certain amount of bullshit, and they, you know, step aside a little bit.
And willing.
Like, again, even Sniper Wolf is not safe. Jackson was like, hey guys, I'm swimming in bullshit. Who should I attack? So maybe it was time for his final boss encounter. Because he is just swimming in bullshit. And demonic nonsense. And ideas. Just the most disgusting, vile shit that internet can provide. He's just like, well, let's dive in. It's made out of people, after all.
Enjoyed is never money.
Yeah, I mean, ever since Stefan Molyneux fucking left, there's no reasonable shit on YouTube anymore. Like, we were taught about reason, and then we diving deeper and deeper into just darkness of weirdos. But that's the whole point. Like, if you find the pivot point of entrance to level 2, bro, oh man, if you understand what it takes, like how to reject people, the fucking easiest thing to do is just reason with them, right? Throw arguments, discuss why should you do certain things and why should you not do certain things. That is the coolest thing I've learned, and I can't let go because that's the fucking key. See, that's the whole point, because people want to now do unreasonable things to scare the influencers or whatever, to affect them. Ugh. So now the real thing is to play Survivor. You know, with Mr. Beast of who's gonna survive this fucking stupid place without quitting. That is, or getting kicked out. That one's hard. I can't help it. I'ma fight everyone. Bro, why would anyone say no if you fucking lose? You lose if you say no. You always say yes. What the fuck? And then he's like uncomfortable with that. Like, rejection doesn't fucking give you anything. That's my confusion of like, why am I rejected entirely and utterly? Like, what? Come on. Oh wait, because I don't show my face because I don't have any self-esteem to deal with that shit. Okay, he definitely bumps himself up because he's talking about something relevant. And giving us an answer immediately. Immediately. Like, the fucking weirdos sitting on the internet right now. Holy shit, man. People who have sanity or want to keep sanity, they back away. We see a streak of smart people, Captain Sparkles, MatPat, and Tom Scott. Like, these are thinkers. Very interesting. Very bad timing though for them. But I mean, at the same time, it's their choice. It's like we need strong influencers across the internet. And it's really bad timing because they would probably be very successful in these next 2 years. Me included, so it would be a bad timing to do Hunger Strike successfully. Let's see if Sniper can redeem herself. That's one stuff. Where's Sniper now? She's at 200. Jackson's, I think, at 150? Exactly. Okay.
Big and baggy.
Again, you must understand, the highest priority is your happiness, and the happiest you're gonna be if you don't dive into bullshit like Jackson's is doing. But you still find cool things, you spend quality time, and if with quality content. This is why Mr. Beast is dominating and not PewDiePie. Alright? There's a lot of things to do on the internet, so Mr. Beast is better than PewDiePie by a mile because he's trying to make quality content right now. It just is what it is. Everyone else just fall off. And it's gonna be the end for the video. Let's see how good he is.
You up?
But that's the whole point, like, yeah, it does lack quality if you don't credit the creators, but like, to be so harsh about it, like, everyone should be doing this in a way. And nobody should really think of like, should I credit creators? No, like, if you don't get paid yourself in a decent amount, no one gonna give a fuck. Or no one should give a fuck.
Constantly remind myself to sit up straight. But it's like not everybody can do that. So this thing literally forces you to have good posture.
That's the best that medication can possibly do, is just force you to be good. But if it just makes me sleepy, like, what? And then once you're off medication, oh, now you're evil fucking goblin doing that. But like, bruh, you also have to have medication applied to actually like relevant places as well. And it doesn't work because it's not even a physical thing. Like, fuck me, man. I fucking hate it. I hate how the first bullshit episode is now haunting me for the rest of my life, man. And it's not even bullshit episode. I mean, I came out of the asylum and I was shit, like, we gotta talk about this. Because it's the stupidest thing I have to do. But yeah, that's the vibe, right? You can be forced into good posture. You can be forced into looking good and pretending that you're a good person But, like, what's the point? Where's the reasons? You can try and force me, and that's, of course, my doctor is not fucking reasonable, and that fucking pisses me off. A lot more than he's pissed off. I don't give a fuck about your fucking emotions, little bitch. But I will care because, it's paid for. I hope. At some point, I'm like, I don't care. I don't care about money.
Schizophrenia medication in a claw machine. So you can have.
No! Don't torture me like this. God damn it. Sniper got a shittier rating than Jack's films for once. I'm not amused. Well, that's it for today. Get the fuck out of here.